What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Raging Ricky Sports Podcast. Today, we are finally getting into soccer, football, whatever you want to talk about, or whatever you want to say. And today I got my good friend here, Murdad. What is up, Murdad? How's it going?
What's up? How's it going?
Good to have you here, even though you're a sworn enemy of mine. That's okay. That's okay. Sadly, today we had a sad moment in the Euros. That's what we're going to want to talk about. But if anyone that was following or watching the game, Christian Eriksen, just around the end of the first half against Finland, had a throw and go to him, and he just collapsed, just like that. It was crazy, eh? It was like, it was one of those things you just know where you were when that thing happened. You're just like, what the hell? He just completely collapsed. I wasn't personally watching it. I was out. I was about to get food. I was with Sierra, and her brother actually messaged her saying, like, oh, this guy just died. Showed me, and it was Christian Eriksen. I was like, what the hell? So I'm on my phone scrambling and everything, and then I see a video of the collapse, and you see him just lying there like the guy died.
It was scary.
It was so scary.
It was scary watching it live. It was.
Yeah, you watched it live, right?
Yeah, like I was in the garden, and all of a sudden I hear like the announcers like saying things, and I'm like, oh my god, what just happened?
Did they show a replay of it? I saw
a
something
replay.
myself.
I didn't like that.
Yeah,
they usually cut away from it, but I don't know. It was like this Euro should have happened a year ago.
I know.
And it already started off with like a bang.
Yeah, with this, like, it feels wrong, and like the broadcasters, they were just like on it all. They didn't like not show it. They showed it. They were just keep showing. It's like, this guy's going through something crazy. Like, he was like everyone was saying, like, this guy technically died. His heart stopped. His body was limp. Like, he was not there anymore, and they were still panning to it. It's like the players themselves had to make a little like circle around them so no one could see. They were trying to block it from the fans. They didn't want the fans to like be looking at one of their best players in Eriksen on the floor like that, right? They're gonna take a lot of heat for that, the broadcasters.
And even like just watching the players crying afterwards and just like being around them, like, I mean, kudos to the players to just finish the game even though they lost. If I was them, I know they agreed to play on the second half. I would have played it tomorrow.
Yeah,
there's no point to play it on the same day. Have a doubleheader at the 3 o'clock time. Like, that was, I mean, thoughts and prayers with Eriksen, but that, I think there's gonna be a lot of learning that comes from that, because that was not
on this stage. It's never happened. Yeah. Like, we've seen it happen before. I think like 10 years. I don't know if you remember the Fabrice Muamba, Bolton against Tottenham. That happened again. So, but I think they just canceled the game there too. They played it like later on in the week. It's the mindset of the players is just not there anymore. You can see not even them. The Finnish players were just not like, they didn't. No one wanted to be there. I know. Apparently, Eriksen FaceTimed them. Yeah. And then they were like, "Oh, like, I'm good. You guys should finish the game." I don't think he realized like what the players were going through themselves. Like, to see, like, even though he was okay, and that's like such a relief. I was so relieved when I heard he was like stabilized and everything. But to see that, like, it's too much. It's too traumatizing for you to get over it in an hour. Yeah. So you're right. They should have scheduled it for the next day 100%. It's not a big deal. It's
even
fine.
If the players want to, just do it a different day. It's not worth it.
No, I agree 100%. I'm just glad he's okay. I hope he makes a full recovery. I don't know if he will. Big shout out to the captain, Kajair. He acted quickly. He did everything that was right in the moment to do until the guys in the CPR came out. Ugh. He was the one that said to make the circle as well. Yeah, it was just really tough. I'm glad he's okay. I hope maybe by next season he'll be okay. It was just a freak accident. I don't think he had any underlying health conditions.
No. You never know. You never know. But I mean, it's There isn't really much to say. It's heavy.
I know.
But
I just wanted to address it.
Yeah,
right?
it's Hopefully we never ever see that again. Even though he's an ex-Spurs player.
No, you don't want to. I don't want to see any Arsenal player go through that shit. That's going to crush me too. All right, we'll leave it at that though. Like, I know it sucks. I just wanted to address it because that's just such a major thing. We can't just ignore it, right? Mm-hmm. All right, but we'll start with the game that opened up the whole tournament yesterday. Italy and Turkey. Italy looked phenomenal. I think they looked really good. Turkey did almost nothing in that game. They didn't offer much of an offensive threat. They did okay defensively for the first half, but then they still had the own goal. Was it 0-0?
It was an own goal. It was 0-0. Yeah, then it was an own goal. I wouldn't go as far as saying that Italy looked good. I just think Turkey's mindset was, even if we lose this game, let's lose 1-0 because then we can get points somewhere else.
So maybe like a 0-0.
Yeah, because Italy,
I agree with that.
Euros, they've either lost 3-0, they've lost the first game, or they've won 1-0. They've never scored more than one goal.
They're not known for like a high goal scoring team. Ever.
They didn't they didn't make me feel like, okay, like this is Italy. This is like, like
The old
they're
the
gonna
old
come and
Italy.
attack you. I was like, okay, you're nothing special.
They did, yeah. I'll give you that. They didn't look too good in breaking down Turkey. They did get lucky, right? Like, it was an own goal, and the defender was in like the position that he was in. He couldn't do anything. He rather lets it go, backs off. The guy taps it in, or he
Immobile
hits it in
would've
his
hit
own
it.
net, right?
Yeah.
So he tried the best. He tried to turn his shoulder to get it out.
Yeah.
But then other than that, the other two goals were fine. Like, they
Yeah,
did their job.
Insigne. I think first half. You remember the first shot that he had? Like that should have been in. Like
It was pretty good.
You're literally in your own spot every game.
Yeah,
in the
you have
Serie A,
that.
you
like,
hit that.
You have
Come
that
on.
one. Like, I think players just have that one spot. You're just like, this is golden.
This
Maybe
is
it
going
got to
in.
him though. He's playing for Italy. It's like but I think they'll do okay. I think they can easily go to the I don't know, semis or something. I can see that happening.
Oh no!
I can see
But
it happening.
if they correct me if I'm wrong, if they finish first, don't they play the second or second place team of group of death?
I can't remember.
No, sorry,
at all.
they play. It would be Belgium, if I'm not mistaken, with the bracket.
I think they would play in Group B, right? Third place or something. Again, like the reason why I don't like see the brackets anymore is because I don't know who's gonna finish where. Right? You have to like it depends on the four third place teams on where they finish, right? So it's like you don't know who they're gonna play necessarily, right?
I don't trust.
So it's like I don't know. I don't bother too much to like look into who they're actually like gonna play just because we don't know. But regardless, like if they can almost take on anybody at this moment. Like I'm not saying they're favorites, but like
No, yeah,
they got
yeah.
to a point where now they have a chance to beat anybody, and I think that's pretty good for Italy at the moment.
Yeah,
since they've
I think if they had Verratti, I think it would be a little bit different. I think
How
that
long is
really
he out
hurts
for?
them.
Not
He's
too sure.
I from last I was reading, I don't think unless they make it far, I think he'll be back. But
it's gonna be a while.
yeah,
I
like-
thought it was just gonna be 1 or 2 games.
like Chiellini, like that, I think there was one play where Yilmaz had him on. I think he was on a breakaway, and Chiellini, like typical selfie, like slid, blocked the ball. It's like
He does
okay,
his job, man.
like if he keeps doing that, he doesn't
Yeah,
get
this guy
injured.
doesn't age,
Yeah,
man.
because again, he's gonna have to face potentially Lukaku, Harry Kane, Mbappe.
yeah,
you know,
no, I know.
Benzema,
Yeah, they're not the
Ronaldo.
favorites for sure.
You know what I mean? So
I
if
agree.
him and Benucci can hold it down, yeah, they can. You
Yeah.
know, like they can go
Yeah,
far.
that's the
but-
thing. I guess we didn't see much of their defense. Like how like their typical
weren't
defense.
tested.
They weren't tested in the first game,
No.
but they did their job. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what, give them credit. They did their job. Well, let's go into the Wales Switzerland game. That was 1-1. I think Switzerland was a better team.
Yeah.
Wales kind of got lucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, they scored the goal. Switzerland almost scored at the end. Well, they did score, but they disallowed it because it was offside. It was offside. But Switzerland was definitely the better team. This Switzerland team, they're always good. They're always good enough to cause problems.
You know what it is?
I don't know what it is, man. They're just always good.
I don't want to go on this tangent. As an Arsenal fan, when I see Granit Xhaka play for Switzerland, hold on, hear me out. When I see him play for Switzerland, in my head, I'm like, okay, why can't you play like this in Arsenal? They created the system for you, and you couldn't do it. So then we got Thomas Partey.
Partey is good.
He's good. He was injured this year,
Yeah,
but it's
he
like
was injured. No.
Now that he transferred out to Rome, it's like you could have been doing this the same way that you're playing for Switzerland. Like, what's so different? Every time they play Switzerland,
maybe
he
it's the
holds it
pace,
down.
man. Maybe the pace of the English game. Like it's a faster paced game. Arsenal plays quick.
Yeah, but
too,
he's been doing
right?
it for how many years?
I agree.
How many
I don't
years?
know. Like
look at
same with Shaqiri
Højbjerg.
though.
Look at Højbjerg. Højbjerg is not the fastest person.
No, but he holds it down. He's like
Yeah, but
I don't know if Xhaka has that defensive like side that Højbjerg does. He's just a lockdown defender. Doesn't give a shit
I
about
think
anything else.
I think he gets too. He has that like tick. If you get under his skin, he'll just like He'll,
No,
he'll, like
100%.
he'll go for your ankle. He'll try to
Yeah,
break
he
your
has a
ankle.
little like a feisty side of him, if anything.
But yeah, no, it was I think Switzerland in that group. Switzerland, I think they're going to be very tough. They're in the group with Italy.
Italy and Turkey.
I think when I was doing my pools, I think I said Italy, Switzerland. Turkey didn't show me anything. Wales.
They might. They
Like-
could beat Turkey and finish third and get into the round of 16. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 points gets you through, basically.
Yeah,
If they deserve it or not, I don't know. But
no, Gareth Bale's washed.
no, he's not washed.
He's
No, he's not
washed.
washed. He
He's
scored 11 goals in the
washed.
Prem coming off the
Okay,
bench.
but who
half
did
the
he
time.
score with? Who did he score against?
Hey, 11 goals is 11 goals.
He didn't
Mark.
score
have
against
that
any
much.
top. Okay, hold on. So then Joe Willock. Joe
How
Willock
many
on
goals does he
Newcastle.
have?
He scored 7 and 7. Joe Willock.
How much time did
on
he play?
Newcastle?
How much time did he get?
He was starter for I think 2 out of the 7 games. That
He only
scored.
played 7. Oh, out of the 7 games he scored.
Yeah. on
He's not bad too.
Newcastle,
He's
and
not
he had
bad
no
too.
one around him. Like,
He's
you know,
not bad too. I'm just saying Gareth Bale's he's clinical. When he had his chances, he scored, man. He didn't get that much playing time. I'm not obviously he's slowed down. I'm not going to say he hasn't slowed down. He's not the same as he used to be, where you just give him the ball and he ran. I noticed that in the end of this game against Switzerland, he had the ball at the end, and he beat one guy, and then he tried to pass another defender, and he was still faster, but he couldn't do it like old school Gareth Bale could have. I mean, he's 32, man. You're gonna slow down eventually, and he's had so many injuries in his career, which sucks. I mean, if he was healthier and like what he was before, Wales would have a lot.
Or even Ramsey.
Chance.
If Ramsey was healthier, he lost form with Juve.
Yeah, he did, man.
Like,
it sucks. They weren't like they went to the semis 4 years ago, man, or 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was when Ramsey was kind of.
Ramsey was there, Bale was balling.
Yeah.
Well, that was about it for that Wales team, but they were still decent. Like, oh, that was good enough, apparently. Goddamn. No, I'm saying Switzerland they can even beat Italy. I could see them beating Italy.
Yeah, I think that it depends on if they can get some goals. Seferovic.
Yeah. And Bolo, I mean, he showed out a little bit. Yeah, good goal. Good goal.
If Mbabu, I think he's the
right
wing back.
Wing back, right back.
Yeah,
he looked good. He looked good. I didn't even know who this guy was. I was
he's
like, what the
good.
heck?
He's
hey,
good.
Yeah, Switzerland, they're always putting out players, man. I just you don't think of them as a soccer country, but they've made it to the World Cup, always getting out of the first round, making it to the Euros, always getting out of the first round. They're always making noise. So, good up to Switzerland, man. They've really established themselves over the last 10 years.
They have a lot of
they're there.
They have a lot of Albanian players and players that are that are not
technically
Swiss, but where are you gonna play?
Yeah,
if you had the option.
Rakitic came through their youth stages too, and then he eventually chose.
No, they'll be good.
They're good.
They'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully it's nice to see them do well. I don't think anyone cheers against Switzerland.
I mean, I don't know. Do you remember when I think it was a few years ago when there was that conflict with Albania and
Serbia?
And Xhaka, and he did the little flag and maybe
the Serbians like or whatever.
Whatever.
Let's get into Group B. So the first game, Denmark Finland. Not much to talk about.
I mean,
other the situation happened.
Thing, I'm a little hurt. I'd pick Denmark for this. I lost a little bit of money, so I'm a little upset.
I think if he doesn't if that doesn't happen, they probably take a win against Finland. I think they were just out of it. That's
there was
and then Højbjerg had to take a pen. He would never have taken it if Harrison.
Oh my god, that was such a bad pen.
I mean, it's Højbjerg. I know that he's one of your players. I would never choose him as a thing.
I don't know why they didn't take the striker. Anybody
Yusuf
else.
Poulsen could have taken one for sure. I don't know.
Wait. Oh yeah,
Poulsen. I like Poulsen. Poulsen seems good. He's on Leipzig, so I'm he's been showing out for the last
anyone but Højbjerg. Anyone.
I agree. Well, I mean, they rolled with him, didn't pay off.
But it's good. Yeah, it's good for Finland.
I think Denmark might. I'm seeing their group with Russia and Belgium. Maybe they could finish ahead of Russia. I can see them finishing ahead of Russia.
Russia's slow. Well, I know we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a sec because we're going to finish up here with Finland. Finland, hey, Teemu Pukki, man. That guy, shout out to my guy, Teemu. The Norris guy's coming back. He's coming back in the Prem now, right?
Yep, they're back.
Yeah, good. I like that guy. He's actually a good player.
Fantasy leagues, I want to take him.
100%. Cheap guy on the fantasy side. But yeah, let's just get into the Belgium-Russia game. I was actually I was a bit lower on Belgium than I usually am, just because I'm Kevin De Bruyne, he's kind of hurt, not playing. Eden Hazard isn't the guy what he used to be. He was on the bench. He's washed, yeah. So I'm these guys were world beaters, and you don't have them, at least for now, and they go beat Russia 3-0.
It was clinical. I think.
Yeah, very impressive.
I picked Lukaku as my Golden Boot winner. I think in that group, it's such a slow game, and Belgium, their wingers, their midfielders are so fast, and it helps Lukaku because he can hold the ball up Giroud, when he gets the ball and holds it. Right? So I think in this group, Russia had nothing to give. And both of their top players were injured. Golovin wasn't really doing anything. No. There was no distribution. It almost looked the same exact way that Italy played Turkey. It's Russia already conceded the loss. Yeah, and they were just waiting. They're okay, you know what? If we're gonna lose, let's lose 1 or 2-0. Maybe try to get a goal on the counter.
And if we could tie 0-0, we could tie 0-0.
Exactly, and then we can potentially kind of beat the other two teams.
Yeah, you'd only need one more win from then on in. Just
but again, in that group, honestly, as good as Russia's been previously, I don't really. I think they're going to finish 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I mean the thing with Russia, because everyone's from the Russian Premier League, and I'm not gonna lie, we don't really follow the Russian Premier League.
It's terrible.
Not that they're too bad, but you never really know how good Russia's going to be. You can't
You mean how good?
Gauge it.
Or do you mean how good they are because they take steroids?
Hey, maybe that too. Maybe 2018. Who knows, man? They get to the.
I apologize to all the Russian listeners, but I mean,
I think in the hockey, they're like ROC, the Russian confederation or some Olympic confederation. Like they can't even fly their own flags and stuff. So and the reason why they're called Russia this is because the Euros wasn't considered a major tournament, right? So they wouldn't even be called Russia.
It's a big thing. I don't think any of these players, maybe one or two of them are, because one of them is, I'm pretty sure, 37, 38 or something. It's like, how are you still playing? Like
no one knows you either. We don't know you. But hey, they could be good in their league. I don't know.
But Belgium, I think Belgium can go far. That team, like Yuri Tielemans, took a huge step forward this year in Leicester. I think Meunier, he was everywhere.
Yeah, they're deep.
Everywhere.
They're deep, man.
So I don't think that Kevin De Bruyne is going to be a huge injury. I think
Thorgan played well too on the left side.
Yeah, right.
Thorgan's better than his brother now. Who would have thought?
Yeah,
he's easily better than.
Even 4 years ago, I didn't think Eden Hazard. I think it was more
he was
so
starting to fall off a little bit.
It was more so like everyone was just scared because of how he did in Chelsea, but they designed the team for him. He did. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. It's not like De Bruyne where you can take him out and put him anywhere. You need Hazard to like make the system for him.
It's true because even in 2018, like the best player was Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah,
everyone thought it should have been Hazard, and it wasn't.
No,
De Bruyne was the best player on their team, and they didn't have him for this game, and they look good. Yeah. They can win this thing, man. I was honestly thinking they could get to the semis easily, but I just didn't think they had it, especially if their best players are kind of hurt. But Lukaku, on the form of his life, he's probably one of the top 3, top 4 strikers in the world.
All the United fans, you guys, every time United gets rid of a player, like look at what's it called? Memphis Depay. Look at Daley Blind. Look at Lukaku. Like, yes, I know Daley Blind cannot run, and I can probably run faster than him, but his distribution, it's like, as much as I hate David Luiz, his distribution, you cannot teach that.
No, you're right, man. It's true. Like, it's so underrated at center back. Like, there's like the two sides to a center back. You're almost like the quarterback of the team.
Yeah, man.
But then you're also this defensive stalwart of the team too. You have to be the best guy.
Yeah, but if you're playing like the five back, if you're playing with the 3 and you put him as a sweeper so he can kind of distribute and he's got 2 protectors, that's what England's doing.
Yeah, I think that's what Brazil was doing back in 2014.
Yeah, they literally let Luiz just kind of take the ball.
Yeah. He showed up for them too. Yeah. I mean, minus that 7-1 game, but he showed up for them until then.
Oh, God.
All right, let's move to the next one. Let's go to, there's Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, and Ukraine. This is probably, I'm not going to lie, I think this is one of the weaker groups.
Oh.
Maybe I'm bashing Netherlands too much. I think if they had Netherlands had what's the guy, Virgil van Dijk, I'd be like, okay, these guys have a good. This guy plays anywhere on your center back. He's like the best center back in the world. Like your team's gonna be good.
Who are their center backs right now? Whatever. I'm gonna quickly bring this up. I know Nathan Ake.
Matthias de Ligt would be the one right now. Nathan Ake on City.
Daley Blind. Let's see right now. Nathan Akin, Daley Blind, De Ligt, De Vrij, Dumfries.
De Vrij would be the other side.
Van Aanholt. They have a good
Good enough.
I think wow, Stecklenburg is still playing. Oh my God.
37-year-old Stecklenburg. Shout out. He played in the finals. He played in the finals in 2010.
Do you remember when Neuer and Stecklenburg came into the picture and they're like, oh, these are the top 2 goalies? And I was like, Stecklenburg?
No, just because he went to the finals. He's like a good goalie, but that's about it. I think Silicin would have been their goalie, but he didn't come this year because I think of an injury or something like that. Or
Tim Krul.
Krul's a phenomenal.
Honestly, I think with this group, it's Netherlands to lose, and I think I wouldn't be shocked. I know that Germany North Macedonia game, I think it was a one-off, but North Macedonia, I think they have nothing to lose, and I think they're gonna. I don't think they're going to play like Turkey or Russia. I think they're just going to go for it, and they're just going to see what happens. And I wouldn't be shocked.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Austria or Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to beat Netherlands because there's that attack.
Is too good.
That attack is scary, man. Bergwijn, you got
Bergwijn's not there.
He's not.
He didn't take him. They didn't take him. I know.
Wait, wasn't he on there? Didn't he play in the friendlies? I swear he played.
Maybe he played in the friendlies, but he's not on the roster. You can check right now, but I know he's not on the roster. I was pissed at that because he was my boy. Bergwijn's not there despite his speed. But they still have Memphis to pie up top then. So
Yeah,
he's still
Promise is there. Mullen, Luke De Jong.
De Jong is going to be.
I think Frankie De Jong. I think.
And no Van de Beek either.
Yeah, that was.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
a surprise.
If they had these guys, if they had a Van Dijk, if they had a Van de Beek, I'm surprised they didn't take Bergwijn. But like, I'm like, yo, that's a good team.
But I will say Van de Beek and Bergwijn were not. They weren't fit this year. Like Van de Beek could barely get into the United team. Bergwijn.
I don't know. Was he dealing with injuries? I thought he was just not getting into the team.
But he wasn't like even when he played,
maybe it was
he
just
was
the playing
flat.
time.
He was flat. And Bergwijn, he played well. And then as soon as like, who came in for you guys that started playing well? That young guy.
Bergwijn was our initial guy, and then
on the right wing.
On the right wing.
Yeah, he was on the right. Bergwijn played right wing.
What can I think? We had Gareth Bale, Eric Lamela. We had Heung-min Son. We had Lo Celso. Are you thinking about Dembele?
Yeah, well, Dembele.
They're more central guys, but
no, he played on.
Lo Celso can kind of play anywhere. And then we had a Højbjerg in the middle. Can't remember if we had anybody younger than that though. I mean, that was we had Lucas Moura.
Yeah, Moura. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he was probably
saying younger,
like,
but yeah, Lucas Moura.
Bergwijn had the spot initially. Then he lost his spot like halfway through the season. But I thought he was still good enough to make this Netherlands team. I'm like, he shows out and like his speed's ridiculous. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use it. They didn't take him. I don't know.
I think what we're gonna realize this year is Frankie De Jong. This is my opinion only. I think Frankie De Jong is gonna be the next Xavi for Barcelona, and I think this Euro, you're gonna see him really take control of the Netherlands team and take them to that next step. I don't think they'll get to the finals. I'd be lying if I said that. But the semis, easily.
They could, yeah.
If Frankie De Jong is allowed to kind of develop and take that team forward and distribute properly, I think he did it in Ajax.
Yeah.
When they went far.
He was balling out, and Tottenham had to beat him.
Right? Yeah, but that's,
they're young guys.
You had to put that in there.
They were young guys. That like Matthias de Ligt was like 19, and he was doing that against us. Like, what the fuck? And then Frankie De Jong was like 20, 21.
Yeah,
like, these guys were young guys.
was there. Van de Beek.
Yeah.
They just let De Jong do his thing, and I think if they let him do the same thing this Euros, I think it's gonna change Messi's outlook on: do I want to stay? Do I want to go? Do I want to just
Messi's gone.
I don't know. Aguero's there. I think he's gonna stay.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I forgot that Aguero went there.
Yeah, that's for a different day.
That is for a different day.
We're gonna go down. Yeah,
we only talk about Netherlands. Let's get it. Okay, Ukraine. I think they have a similar thing with Russia, where it's like they're all from Ukraine, so you can never like see how good they are until they actually play. So we're gonna have to wait.
They're gonna be the bruisers.
They have a couple good players.
They're just gonna be the bruisers.
Yeah,
But
they've had good teams in the past. They've shown out. Is Konoplyanka and that other guy still on the team? Like they're usually good players.
So.
Yarmolenko, that was the other one. They're always good players. So
Zinchenko, I think he's gonna have to take a step up. And he's playing midfield apparently.
Zinchenko, really? Oh god, they're desperate.
Oh my god!
Hey, he did well enough. He's taken a step up from the previous year, so he's getting slowly better.
Yeah, I think Pep,
it's not like he's getting worse.
Yeah, Pep put him in his place. Pep really put him in his place.
Yeah, which is working out for him. So hey, they got a few guys that are outside of Europe, but for the most part, it's like, man, I don't know, man.
What's your take on Austria? What do you like? Like. Alaba, I feel bad for him because I feel like if he was on any other team, like there isn't really, like that. Sure, they have Sabitzer, they have Alaba, Arnautovic.
Sabitzer always good.
Isn't Arnautovic playing in China?
Maybe.
Like,
find out right now.
I'm pretty sure he's in China.
Okay, this is the one thing about soccer. There's too much for anyone to know it all. You're gonna have to look stuff up no matter what. There's no way you know all these players from all these 100 leagues around the world.
What Premier League team was he playing for? Now I forgot.
Arnautovic, he was in the Prem.
Yeah. No. Whoa, Ricky, come on, man.
Yeah, but you're right now. Arnautovic was in West Ham.
Yeah. And he was balling.
He was balling. He's in Shanghai. Port, making some nice cash there.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna come up to okay. Alaba, we know he's gonna hold it back down there. He's probably gonna play. Yeah. He's probably gonna play CDM.
Yeah, CDM. Yeah, for sure.
So I
don't know these guys. Ilsanker on Eintracht. That's not.
I don't really like. Sabitza's gonna be
Alaba, Posh. I've heard of that guy before. Hoffenheim.
On a side note, I think Sabitza's coming to Arsenal.
Oh, you think so? He's a good player.
He is. I feel bad.
Man, half of these guys are on Leipzig. I guess they got to have a decent team. Limer's on Leipzig as well.
They're gonna be very pacey, but I just don't know. Like if it's going to come down to the same way that Leipzig plays against like Dortmund or Bayern. Yes, if you're going to counterattack against them, what's left behind you?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got Promise, Memphis Depay, if you got Frankie De Jong, if you got
And
those
you on the
players
counter.
and you counter them and then they counter you.
Yeah.
My money is on those players.
Because they're faster.
Like not even that they're faster, like they can actually have a proper build up.
Yeah. Well, they're better passers and all that too.
So I mean, I think
this is a tough group to like figure out.
I think it's going to be Netherlands, Austria. We're thinking about it too much. North
Yeah.
Macedonia, I love you people. You guys are amazing. Thank you for losing me $500 when you guys beat Germany. But I think it's just going to be Netherlands, Austria.
Netherlands is 100% at the top of that group. So, all right, let's just get into the next one. We got Croatia, Czech Republic, England, Scotland. 2 of my countries are in there. They're playing tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's going to be phenomenal to watch.
You're not going to like me with this group, but
Okay, well, I think England's going. Like, I have them as one of my favorites. One of my 2 favorites I got. You probably saw my Instagram post was England and France. So those 2, I think.
I actually deleted Instagram. I've been on it for 4 months.
Hey, good for you, man. You don't need that.
I don't need that added shit. But okay.
I'm assuming England, Croatia, probably Scotland, Czech Republic are about on the same level.
Let's leave England for last. Let's go through the other teams. Because I have a lot of questions. Okay, so
Sure.
Czech Republic.
I was looking at their squad. They're not looking too hot, but
whoa!
Pop it up.
Come on, Sufal, dude. These players.
Oh my god.
These players that were no one. These players that were on West Ham that you're like, okay, why is West Ham winning? Why is West Ham?
Okay,
like,
yeah. I'll give you that.
So if you're playing with that type of player and you're playing with that much heart, my money's on them. I'm not saying that they're gonna win the group.
So what? How much money are you putting on, and where are they staying in the like?
The way I have the group. The way I have the group is Croatia, England, Czech Republic.
So they get out.
Yeah,
they beat Scotland. Maybe get a tie in there.
I think it's gonna come down to. And again, I want to leave this for end. It's going to come down to that system that England's trying to play. Like you're taking like 5 or 6 wing backs, and then you're going to play John Stones in the middle, and you're going to play Kyle Walker on the right center back. Like, come on.
He did that with 2018 though.
I know, but like it's Kyle Walker. No, because he's going to go up and he's going to overlap with.
Walker doesn't go forward at all when he's playing in this 3. He doesn't. Man, it's Trippier. Well, in 2018 it was Trippier that was going up all the time. But
then Richie James is going to play. James
not starting.
Sorry, Reece. Yeah. I swear to God, they said they called the roster. They said Reece James is going to start.
Well, he'd be like on the roster, but that doesn't mean he's going to start.
You really think that they're going to play Trippier?
Yeah, he just won the La Liga.
I understand. No. I want Trippier to start, but
you think he's going to bail on Trippier?
Oh, 100% because he didn't play in the Prem. Because he didn't play in the Prem.
No,
all English hooligans are like, okay, if you don't play in the Prem, you don't play in the best. Oh, 100%.
I hope they don't. Hey, if that's a thing that I don't know about, if they do that, then. I don't know. I hope they don't do that. But we already jumped to England.
Okay, so Scotland, I think this is going to be their tournament to figure out what they really have in Robertson, what they really have in Tierney. I think Tierney took a huge. Yeah, he's going to.
No, I thought he played well.
He did.
In the finals, I thought he was Manchester United's best player for Man U.
But like when you think of Scotland, who comes to your mind? Andrew Robertson.
Like in terms of players, you think of Robertson first, yeah.
Robertson, Tierney, Che Adams, Miguel McGinn, Billy Gilmore, Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, that Colin McGregor guy too, right?
Yeah.
On Celtic. He's
so like. I think, unfortunately, Scotland, unless they steal a game from Croatia or England, I don't think they're going to make it. I think they're going to finish 4th.
Yeah, I mean, someone has to finish 4th, man. I mean, fair enough. They're going to try their hard shot against England. That's going to be a phenomenal game to watch.
Croatia.
I thought Croatia took a step back this year. As much as I love Croatia,
they did.
Just because no Rakitic, Modric is slowing down a little bit. Mandzukic is gone. Kramaric has had his best season as a striker. He scored 20 goals for Hoffenheim, so he's showing out. So that's a pretty good replacement for him.
I think it's going to come down to how Kovacic plays.
Who?
Is Kovacic?
Yeah, and he's just coming off the bench all the time for Chelsea. So that doesn't mean he's bad. I still think he's good.
But when he came on for Chelsea, he had such an impact.
Yeah, he did.
Because he comes in, he's like, okay, give me the ball, let's move it up.
Yeah, no, he knew
he
his role.
can take pressure off Modric and let Modric kind of do the number 10 and just kind of play around and do whatever he wants. I think that's going to be the key for the game tomorrow morning that we're going to watch. That, like, what are they going to, how is England going to defend that? And
Brozovic too is in that center mid. Yeah. Brozovic is a baller for Inter Milan. He did super well.
On paper, England should walk over Croatia with the team and talent. Yeah. With the team and talent that they have, but Gareth Southgate is playing so conservative. Okay, we can get to England. Okay, hold on.
You want to get no? Let's finish Croatia first because I feel like we're going to talk about England.
Croatia's finishing first.
That's a big take for me.
Croatia,
I think
tomorrow the game is going to be 2-1 unless Harry Kane balls out. Hands down.
But they got so many other guys in England. It doesn't just have to be Harry Kane.
No.
You don't think Foden or Sterling or...
No, because what happens to Tottenham? What happens to Tottenham? If Harry Kane is out, yes, Heung-min Son can score a few goals, but you guys are
I agree.
You guys are not, same thing with England.
You think so? They don't have any other guys that can step up to the stage?
In my opinion, absolutely not. Wow, I think...
I don't know, man.
Like, you're playing Tyrone Mings. You took who is Tyrone Mings?
Well...
We thought Harry Maguire is... Yeah, they were saying that he might start. We thought Harry Maguire was going to be the next god, and Arsenal was going to pay 75 mil for him. Thank you, United players. Thank you, fans.
I think he's actually a lot better than people get him credit for.
No, man.
I think he's not. He's like the complete opposite of a David Luiz. Like he doesn't have that distribution or anything, but I think on the defensive end he's phenomenal. Like I think he's like great at the defensive end.
I would take Luiz because even though Luiz can't get there himself, if he's playing in a back three, he can make sure that people around him are there and he's right behind them knowing where the ball goes. I don't think Harry Maguire reads the game well at all.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Compared to David Luiz's part, that's what I'm saying though. The defensive side of it, I think he does have it, but in terms of like offensive and like trying to distribute the ball, like he's not that guy. But I know 75 is a lot for him, but again, he might not even be playing regardless, right? You got John Stones in here. I think John Stones had a good season.
Okay, the starting lineup. I think Croatia's going to be first. You think Croatia's going to be second?
I think it's going to be 1 and 2 between that. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Croatia finishes first. I still think they're a phenomenal team. I still have them going deep too. I'm looking at this England team. I'm like, damn.
Okay, let's go to the England. Okay, who's your starter goalkeeper?
For England?
Yeah.
Even then, that's kind of tough. I'd roll with Pickford still, man.
Okay, Pickford it is. Okay, that's an easy one. I don't really care. All three of them, to me, they're the same thing. Dean Henderson, trash. Sam Johnson, trash.
I think
Jordan Pickford is the best for them because if they want to play out from the back,
he could do it.
I would trust Pickford.
Yeah, okay.
His hands are a little shaky. I think you're a better keeper than him, personally.
Shout out to me then.
Tyrone Mings is on this.
He's sorry.
He's not.
Said that.
Okay, listen to these players. Would you ever, in your wildest dream, think these players are going to make the England roster? When we're talking about David Beckham, we're talking about those. We're talking about Wayne Rooney.
Those guys might not even be on the bench though for the game.
No, but still, they make the roster.
The 26. It's an extended roster. Ben White wouldn't be there.
They make You got Connor Cody. You got
Connor Cody's not that bad. He's not that bad. You're acting like he's a bad player. He's not a bad player.
For England?
He's not. I don't think he's going to touch the field. He's going to be a bench warmer, maybe.
When we're talking about someone like Ashley Cole, who is holding down John Terry, and then you're going to go to Connor Cody.
Why don't we just start with the starting lineup?
Okay, starting lineup. So they said they're playing a five.
Three at the back.
But they're playing apparently they're playing John Stones. They're going to play Kyle Walker on the right.
Yes.
And I think they said they're going to play Luke Shaw on the left. Ben Chilwell is going to play wing back, and they're going to be interchangeable. And on the right side, they said it's going to be Reece James. My issue
that should be Trippier. That should be Trippier.
Yes, I think it should be Trippier.
That's what we're going to agree on.
I think they should just stick to the 4.
I agree.
I think they should just stick to the 4 because I think Kyle Walker gives you more stability with John Stones as right back, right center back.
Yeah.
And as much as I just made fun of Tyrone Mings, I think Tyrone Mings can hold it down with Chilwell. I think Chilwell, he proved this year in Chelsea that he can actually ball out.
He did. I mean,
why are you playing 5 back? You're playing 5 back against Croatia? What are you going to do? You're going to play 17 back against France?
I agree. When it comes to the formation that he wants to roll with, I agree. I wish they were playing 4 at the back, but they're playing 5. What can we do about it?
So then who's in your midfield?
In my midfield?
Hot
take. I wish they would start Jude Bellingham. I think he's so sick.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be Calvin Phillips.
It's going to be Declan Rice.
Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips because
Jordan Henderson. Oh, is Jordan Henderson?
Yeah, he's still injured. And they were saying when I was listening to some pundits, they were saying as much as it should be like someone like Jack Grealish or like someone else. Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips, because they played together when they were younger, they have that,
Declan Rice is good. I don't mind Declan Rice.
Is good, but
it's the Calvin Phillips. You wish it was Jordan Henderson. If he was healthy, Jordan Henderson would start. That's not even a question.
I'm just going to...
I think the front 4 is the biggest one to figure out.
I think Bukayo Saka, and not just... Hold on. Hear me out.
He's not even a front 4 guy.
Hold on. If you're going to play in this system, I would take Luke Shaw out. I would put Ben Chilwell back there, and I put Bukayo Saka as a wing back.
That's not a hot
because
take.
when Arsenal played that system and Bukayo Saka was there, the overlap that he had, and whoever you put in front of him, that overlap is going to open up space for Harry Kane. It's going to open up space for the winger.
I just don't think those wing backs are like those like center back wing backs. They're like basically center. They're not going to like overlap like you're saying. Though. I don't. Really see that.
No. But if it's like a 3, so you got Stones, Walker, and Chilwell, and put Bukayo Saka as that left wing back. If he goes up, he's going to overlap with.
Like the
there.
other plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yeah, sure,
I think
that's fine.
I wouldn't play Luke Shaw. I wouldn't play Luke Shaw. But
I don't know.
Anyways, let's move on to forwards.
Okay, yeah, let's get these forwards done. Harry Kane, that's pretty straightforward.
He's in.
Straightforward.
We're not talking about that.
Not talking about that. Personally, I would go with Raheem Sterling. I would go with Marcus Rashford behind Harry Kane and Phil Foden. Those are my 4 guys up there.
Sterling's not starting for me.
I'm so caught in between Sterling, but I would trust him. He's I got a side here saying England sucks. They don't suck. Trust me.
England sucks. Okay, I would not play
no.
Sterling. Sterling was dropped by City. He's not in form.
Yeah, I mean,
I would
fair
play
enough.
Jadon Sancho. I would play anyone.
I'm okay with-
I would play
I'm
Jack
okay with
Grealish. I think
I forgot about Jack Grealish.
like you see what I mean? Like if you play 4 in the back, yes, you're vulnerable. But we're talking about, as much as I just said Croatia is going to finish first, we're talking about Croatia, a team that cannot run, has no pace.
No, we're just good at passing. Like we're really good at passing the ball, and maybe Rebic is our fastest player.
Sure.
Our wingbacks aren't too bad either. I like our wingbacks as well, but I mean you're right. Like we
you're
don't
gonna
have
play
like
5 backs.
fast
Play
guys.
that system when you're playing against, when you're playing as the weakest team.
I heart Raging Ricky. Shout out my boy Yoshi.
Like if you're playing against like Mbappe, if you're playing against Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and all those players that are coming, Germany, sure, play 5 back. You're
God,
playing
we haven't
against
even got to
Croatia, man. Come on, like no offense, but like
No, I
there's
agree.
no
In terms of
pace.
this, in terms of the pace, yeah, we have a couple guys that are maybe like Berkalo is kind of fast, Rebic is fast, but you're not going to see any. Kramaric is not too bad.
Can we agree that it's going to be Croatia, England, 1-2?
1-2 for sure.
I think it's
Wherever
gonna be
they finish,
Croatia,
sure.
but I think
yeah, again,
we'll
like
go
I'm
with
not like
that.
set in stone. I just think England. I do believe in their squad.
Sorry, Scottish fans. Sorry, Czech fans.
Yeah,
We love you.
let's just get into Group E. We could talk about this forever, man, but like we got to move on.
England sucks. Sorry, I had to get that in there.
Okay, so Poland, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden. This is a pretty cool
Easy
group.
group.
You think it's easy? I think Poland. I was looking at Poland's squad. I'm like, I thought they were better than that, but like they can still make noise. Poland's like you have Lewandowski. I don't care.
You're gonna
you can
make-
always make noise. They
You're
can
gonna
always-
make noise with Wojciech Szczesny, who came and make a save.
Szczesny's not that bad, man.
Bro,
Come on. He's not. He used to be an Arsenal man. You should like him.
terrible,
Oh,
absolutely
man.
terrible.
I don't think he's too bad. He's good enough. Spain. I think they're pretty good. Am I overwhelmingly positive they're going to go super far? Maybe not. This is tough for me. I don't know. Their team's always good. You always look at them. I'm like, these guys are
No
good.
PK, no Ramos.
PK is old. Ramos. I know it does suck, but I think they're still a decent squad.
Emerick Laporte, Gaia, Eric
Laporte,
Garcia,
what a story.
Azpilicueta, Alaba, Lorente. None of those
These
names
guys,
get me.
Marcos Llorente's not bad, man.
The only name out of that gets me excited is Emerick Laporte. The way that he played with City, that's the only person.
Yeah.
Alaba, he's a dirty little hamster. I hate him. You're just a snake. You play dirty. Azpilicueta, same thing. Like none of those
I
players.
don't like Azpilicueta
He's so
either. I
dirty.
don't like him.
I would if I played on any team, I would kick him.
He got a red card in the last game. of the season, right?
good.
I don't like
I hate him.
He's a little.
Then
sneaky boy.
midfield, like if you're not gonna take Ramos, why are you taking Busquets? Busquets is like what are you doing?
Busquets is always going to be in that team if he's
Yeah.
available, though.
Yeah, but he's gonna
He
take.
balls out, man. He
Okay,
balls
but
out.
would you
He just
would
passes
you
the ball?
knowing that you're not gonna win the Euros this year because I don't think they're gonna go against France or Portugal or anything? Why would you take Busquets and not let Pedri like get his feet wet?
They're
Because
going to
he's the
still
future.
try, though. They're going to still try to win. They feel like they have a better chance to win with Busquets. They're going to always take him. They still have Koke. They still have
Rodri.
Yeah, Rodri's been good. I know their team's not looking great, but out of all these
Thiago.
4, they're going to probably finish first.
Yeah, this one for me it's easy. I think it's gonna be Spain, Poland, and
Sweden, actually, I have a bit of faith in myself.
really that
Alexander
Ibra factor.
Isak. Oh, yeah. That guy's good.
Ibra. Wait, wow, Eber's not in there. Wow.
No, they didn't take Ibra.
Wow.
I'm surprised. They brought him back in March to play some games, and then they decided not to take him. I don't know why. He scored enough goals this year, but
Slovakia.
Slovakia still has Marek Hamšík. Shout out my boy. I love that guy. I remember back in 2010 when they upset Italy. They beat him 3-2 to knock Italy out. Oh, Marek Hamšík played so well that game. He's older now, but that's a fond memory. Sorry to my Italians, but that was a good memory of mine. But yeah, let's just say Spain,
Poland,
Sweden, Poland,
whatever.
Slovakia.
Okay, this group.
This is a group. This is our last group.
Hungary,
and we'll wrap
my
this up.
Hungarians, I love you. Shout out. 4th place will do you nice against these players. Shout out. I love Hungarian food, but that's all about Hungary.
Yeah, so they're gonna probably a good 0 points there. If they get
Maybe
a
1 point against Germany.
Last time Portugal tied Hungary 3-3, right?
I think Germany is
know.
like okay. Let's go. Who do you want to start with? Can we start with the easy one?
You want to
first?
start with Germany? What,
I was
you
gonna
want to start
say
with Hungary? No, we're not going to talk about Hungary.
No, Hungary's done.
Okay,
Hungary's done.
France.
France.
Okay,
Easy.
sure.
France, top of the league, top of the group. They're gonna win it all.
Yeah.
They're the best
I
team.
think they were my favorites with England, but yeah. But I
Mm.
agree with you. I am agreeing with you. That's my opinion. I had England up there with France because I think they have a great depth.
This is an English.
Just like France.
This is an English hooligan. Does not understand that
They're
England
at
is
home.
trash.
They're going to be at
You know
home if
what?
they make the
That's
semis.
why they put England at the 8:30 game. So all those hooligans cannot drink all day and cause ruckus. That's the only reason why.
They're rather going to pass out before they can. Get
Yes,
out,
exactly,
so.
and they're gonna like damage everything. Anyways, I
Okay,
digress.
let's do France. We're saying France. Benzema is one of the best strikers in the world still, and they didn't even have him for the 2018 World Cup win. I think that makes them better. They're going to be better.
Benzema is better than Lewandowski.
It's not as hot as some people might think. I think it is a little hot. A little bit of a hot
to
take
a
for me.
soccer fan or a footy fan, that's not a hot take. But to someone that's like, oh my god, Lewandowski,
Yeah,
it's a hot
Polish people too. They're like, shut the fuck up. Lewandowski's good. Come on, Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski. I'd still take Lewandowski, but Benzema, man. I agree with you. He's up.
The only reason they had a chance against Chelsea is because of him.
Yeah.
The only reason they had a
showed
chance
out.
to win the league, it was because of him.
I agree. He's
got
played phenomenally
Vinicius missing
since
empty nets.
Ronaldo left. He's been playing phenomenally for them. Like absolutely showing his class, his world class. And that's just the striker. We still got to get into like Mbappe. He could be considered the best in the world right now.
I think
With his speed and stuff. I mean, he might be a little injured though. I know he's been dealing with injuries this season, but then you still have Antoine Griezmann,
Dembele, Coman,
Dembele,
Ben
Coman.
Yedder, Thomas Lemar, Thuram, you got
Pogba's gonna
Sissoko,
start. Sissoko's not gonna touch the
Tolisso,
field.
Rabiot, Pogba, Conte
And
the
Conte and
god.
Pogba are going to be this.
Dude, Conte's
good.
like Leicester City. What were you thinking?
20 mil, right? It was
What
20
were
mil
you
for the
thinking?
transfer.
You could have sent him to Madrid for like 150 mil
They
and
never
built.
did
Okay, I know it's an exaggeration,
When was
but
it?
like,
No, they had their three set up. They already had Cruz, Modric, and Casemiro. Like those were their guys already.
okay,
They're not going to
sell him to Barca.
No way. Barca buys a defensive stalwart like that. But I agree with you. They should they? Yes, 100% they should.
20 mil?
100% they should.
You're saying N'Golo Kante?
I would do it for 20 mil. For 20
N'Golo
mil,
Kante
you would have
was-
him at Arsenal for 20
Dude,
mil.
I would say
I give you 40.
we paid 35 mil for Granit Xhaka. Like, can we talk? Okay, anyways,
I agree, man. I 100% agree. They should have held up for a
their
lot
defense is like Lucas Hernandez,
more. Rafa Varane, man. Lucas Hernandez.
Kempembe, Koundé,
Who's that? other guy?
Longley, Varane, Zuma, Pavard.
Pavard's sick.
Like, okay,
and then Lloris. I don't think he's.
can we agree that they're gonna finish first?
I think they're gonna finish first. I don't
Okay.
think it like this group is fucking a death group. Like this is an actual death group.
I love you, Hungarians.
Let's do Germany and we'll finish off with Portugal. I'll shout out the Portuguese people. Germany, oh man, just no striker really. You thought it would be Timo Werner, but like he's been playing like a winger for Chelsea. So I don't even know who's gonna start. Is it gonna be Mueller now? I don't know.
No, I think they'll still go with. I think they'll still
They'll go
with
with him
Werner.
up top. He just hasn't been playing there though. It's like this whole
I think
season he's
I
been a
think they
wing
need
guy.
to do. I think he's the perfect person to play the false nine.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, because he's not going to start on the wing over Sané. He's not going to go on the other side. Gnabry is like Arsenal.
No,
You're
he's good though.
I don't understand. Anyways,
Don't think about it too hard, man. I don't know why you guys let him lose.
breaks
I remember
my
when
heart
in
every
the
time.
North London derby we played against him. Like, this guy balled out. It was a 1-1 tie, but he scored the goal for you guys.
Bro,
I'm
anyways.
like, damn, bro. And then he just went to.
I think the difference
Munich.
maker is going to be Kevin Volland. I think if Werner drops and Volland comes in, I think him and Muller, because Muller is going to get a goal against France, or he's going to get a goal against.
He's phenomenal. Player.
Thomas Muller.
Phenomenal player.
In the
Kimmich is going to be balling out.
Yeah, Emre Can.
Their center backs, I'm not too sold on. I think that's the issue. Like Mats Hummels is still probably sick, but he's getting 33 now.
Rudiger is
Rudiger played well. I think he had a good season this year.
Nicolas Sula is the next Pierre Mertesacker. Tall, lanky, can't run for his life. He just jumps up. He's like Peter Crouch. We
love those guys though, man. We love those.
I think it's gonna come down to, honestly, this is a team that should play the 5-back, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
I see what you're saying. Lucas Hernandez, especially because he's so versatile.
Yeah,
he can play on the wing, the center back of the left side or whatever.
Yeah, they need that. But I think Germany's gonna
still the.
Yeah, I think Germany's just gonna be
still super solid. They can make noise. Like there's so many countries in this Euros that can make noise. Like you don't really know. This is a pretty.
I don't trust them.
Gauge.
I don't trust. They couldn't put it away North Macedonia. I know it's a friendly.
You take no.
But
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Timo Werner, you're getting paid over $100 million. You missed an empty net for Chelsea.
What was the score for that game? It was 2-0 or something.
No, it was 1. I think it was 2-1
just
or something.
2-1. Okay, so they did score a goal. I thought they got shut out by North Macedonia.
Anyways,
whatever. Let's just get into Portugal.
I think they're finishing third. Not Portugal. Germany's finishing third.
So you basically have Portugal second. I think Portugal has a really strong team this year. Bruno Fernandes looked phenomenal. Ronaldo doesn't even have to be their best player anymore.
No.
They got young guys like Renato Sanchez. He's looking good. I don't like Bernardo Silva.
Renato Sanchez, he's going to come out of this Euros. He's going to get signed by a big club. And
he deserves it, man.
Dude, he's only 23?
Yeah, he's a 97. He was 18 when they won it. He was starting for Portugal last time. He was 18.
This guy looks like he's 45.
And he was with he was with Lille, and Lille just beat PSG to the French title.
Why does Lille have all these good players?
Jonathan David. They have the Weah guy. They have Renato Sanchez. They always sign young players. Bradovic, I think, is there too.
This is the start of Portugal's golden generation.
We didn't even talk about João Felix or Diogo Jota. I love Diogo Jota. I think he's a phenomenal player. Ruben Diaz, yeah. Oh, God. They could win it. Maybe I should put them number 3 to win it.
Ruben Neves. Apparently, John Moutinho's alive still. William Carvalho is alive. I swear that guy's 30 something.
With Real Betis now. I think he's only 29. So he still has.
Oh wow, he's 29.
No,
Pepe, Nelson Semedo. Let's go.
Is he still with Barca?
No, he's with Wolves.
Wolverhampton. Okay. Oh my God! How many?
João Cancelo is going to be the difference maker for Portugal if they're going to go far.
I think they will. I think they'll be in the semis. Oh, man, I've said that for 8 countries that they're going to be in the semis. But you look at this group: France, Germany, Portugal. You can see this 3 of them being in the semis this year.
Easily. I think whoever.
This is the most accurate definition of a group of death ever.
Yeah.
Ever. This is phenomenal. You gotta love this stuff. And it's good to know that the 3rd place team will probably get out too, so they're not gonna just get knocked out. You never know, but they should be getting.
They should make it. I think it's gonna come down to goal differential for the 3rd place team. I don't anticipate any of them being high scoring besides France, Hungary. I don't think Germany's gonna score much against Hungary or Portugal. I just think Hungary's gonna.
Hopefully, we get that Portugal-Hungary 3-3 game. That'd be phenomenal. That was a great game to watch.
To all my Portuguese people, please do not start any riots if Portugal loses.
No promises from their side.
I know.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll wrap it up there. That is going to be it for our episode. Yes. I know we. How long was that? 50 minutes. God damn. Phenomenal. It was great for me to talk about it, man. I've been dying. It's been 6 episodes before I even got to soccer. Even though soccer is my number one.
Multiple parts with this. This is
I know.
So much to
we're
break
cutting
down.
Ourselves off just to get everything in a decent amount of time.
We didn't even get into other things.
I know. There's so much. Dude, that's the thing about soccer. Soccer is no matter what time of the year, football. I grew up saying soccer, bro, but football.
Says the British supporter. It's football.
What do you want me to say? I grew up saying soccer, but yeah, football. Anyways, bro, thanks for coming on. phenomenal talk.
No problem.
Get you on soon again for sure. We can always go.
Yes,
Even when the
100%.
Prem starts up, Arsenal, Tottenham start playing each other. We'll get down each other's
Fuck Spurs.
necks and stuff.
Nick Mashiai, if you listen to this, I told you Jose will not survive the season, and you said he would.
No, I want to get into that right now, but let's finish it out. Do you have anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to shout out? Any?
Not really. I think I just want to shout out all those Arsenal haters. We are trash. I get it. we're terrible, but
as long as you guys, I think that you guys admit it.
No, I think the only thing I want to shout out is people that were saying Arsene Wenger is trash.
Oh, dude, that's another day to talk about because I agree with you.
I'm just gonna say this, even though he Mikel Arteta says all the right things like Wenger, he finishes 9th. Wenger he had like Shamak. Do you remember Shamak? Do you remember Arshavin? We almost beat Barcelona in the Champions League.
Arshavin.
Like,
it's okay. We'll get into another time, bro. Save it for the next time. We'll get into that.
Heartbroken.
Oh man,
Spurs suck. Spurs is terrible.
No, we're sick. I'll shout out to my boy John Ellis. He's not here. He was only here. I wanted him to be on a little bit more, but hey, stuff happens. Shout out to my boy John. Check out his Twitch channel at Puggy Cube. He has merch. They're pretty sick. Definitely buy it if you have the funds. He has a YouTube channel up too called Puggy Cube as well. So check him out. Other than that, Raging Ricky signing out.